All right, everybody, this is Nash here, and it's time to talk about a true freshman that is performing just honestly pretty well. To see the level of impact that we've seen from this guy so far, and I'm talking about none other than Anthony Hill, is really just it's special. He's going to be a very special football player, and he's going to be a three and done. He's going to be a three and done and go in the first round, and I can almost already book that. Like I would put a future bet on that if I could. We live in Texas, we can't. I'm gonna be diving into this. Anthony Hill, this dude has just been outstanding, fantastic for the Texas Longhorns. And really, if we didn't have him, maybe our record is a little bit different. Maybe we're 1-1. But we'll be diving right into that in this video. So drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then comment down below your thoughts on Anthony Hill so far in 2023. This true freshman has been, like I said, outstanding. And then also, if you want to go check out every snap of Anthony Hill's, hit the link down below in the comment section and in the description. I will have a link to my Patreon where I have his every single snap from Rice and Alabama. I will go back and redo the Alabama one so that there's little orange blips on them like there was for Rice. But at the end of the day, go watch every snap from him. Anthony Hill was, yeah, like I said. So let's dive right on into it. And he's a guy that's, let's just start with the snap counts. He's had 47 snaps per PFF. I'm going purely on defensive snaps, so I'm talking about my snaps, and I think their snap counts are a little bit off because he's played multiple punt snaps. But he's had 46 pure defensive snaps. And when you look at the percentage of snaps that is, that's 39.8% of snaps of the Texas defense. He's getting significant run. He had 25 snaps out of 66 snaps versus Alabama. He had 22 snaps out of 47. Or no. I'm off my math right now. But he's had a high percentage of snaps in each game, especially when you consider for who he is, which is a true freshman. This is his second football game ever. And he's out there in the 30% snap counts versus Alabama. It's really special. And then to also go and get two sacks, that's special. And it's not just being on the field. It's what he's done when he's on the field and also what the Texas team does when he's on the field. You look at it, he's had 7 total tackles so far this year, 2 sacks. He's had 5 total pressures this year, which this is something that needs to be said. We've got a guy. And then I don't want to look too far into next year, but if we keep winning, and like we should, and just handle business, Colin Simmons is going to be on the 40 acres next year in 365 days. Anthony Hill and Colin Simmons, that's going to be very, very dangerous. 100%. He's had 16 total pass rush snaps. 31% of the time, he's getting home on the quarterback. He's causing pressure somewhere on the quarterback. You saw he had 2 sacks versus a very athletic Jalen Milroe. And there were multiple times. I mean, honestly, and then here's the thing that's just blows us through the roof. He's made freshman mistakes. There have been times where it's, hey, if you just do a little bit better here, holy cow. Or as I like to always say on Twitter, holy Bevo. Right? Because when we're talking about Cal, we're talking about Bevo. And holy Bevo, that dude can be special. He already is special. But the fact that it can get better, and you expect for a guy that's playing his second game versus Alabama to make freshman mistakes. You do. But he's making so few of them that that's another very intriguing thing. He's 6'3", 234 pounds. The dude can fly over the football field. Like I said, it's special. The havoc rate, which if you don't know about what havoc is basically taking how many snaps the defense played and figuring out what percentage of those snaps had a pass defended, the quarterback sacked, a tackle for loss, a forced fumble, an interception. Havoc created on the field. Let me get my percentages out because I had them up, and let me get 1 second. And so when he was on the field, we had 27% of the plays causing havoc versus Alabama. And so far this season, when he's on the field, 26% of the plays cause havoc. That's including Rice and Alabama, and that's just looking at purely defensive snaps. Also, I was wrong. I believe he was in the 20% range on the snap counts for the Alabama game. But at the end of the day, I mean, this is a true freshman out there. No, it's 37. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong again. I was right at the beginning. He was 37.8% snaps versus Alabama. And when I'm talking about that is I'm talking about there were 66 defensive snaps. He had 37.8 of those. That's the stuff that you'd like to see from a young true freshman. And the fact is, here's the other thing. Coming in, if there was one thing that you could have said, wow, maybe, who knows? He might need to develop on that. It was the coverage. And I'm not a recruiting guy, but that's what every recruiting person that's said is this he's an outstanding pass rusher, but the coverage might, and what we're talking about might need to develop. I mean, we're talking about a 5-star here. Like we're being very light with the word develop. The dude can cover. I'm telling you that right now. He can cover. This is a dude that I don't want to just be overly positive about the guy. But that was a good football team that he just went up against. He only had 6 pass rush snaps versus Rice. And he almost got a couple sacks on him. This is a guy that I think I do a show with Travis Gailey and Aaron Little every morning, 6:30 on OB Live, and he predicted 14 sacks, and I was like, nah, bro, what? 14 sacks for Anthony Hill. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's possible. Like a talent like Anthony Hill, it's possible. 100%. I mean, but when this dude's playing 40 snaps a game, which he will be by the end of the year, book it. I mean, that's something I'd put a future on right now. He's going to end up playing at least 6% of snaps of the game. I mean, you go and you look at a guy like Jalen Ford. Now, Jalen Ford versus Rice, he didn't play as much snaps because pulling starters. But you look at this, I believe, yep. He has the highest snap count of any freshman on the team versus Alabama. And that does include the offense. I'm going to double check right now, but okay, no, I'm wrong. CJ Baxter had the highest snap count of any freshman on the team. Not by a lot, but barely. By 5 snaps. But that goes to show, too. It's like, I mean, Anthony Hill, out-snapping Malik Muhammad. Malik Muhammad is that dude. He is 100%. Christopher Ross. We stumbled into something there. Jay Bass said that time and time again, and he is right. We stumbled into something on Chris Ross. That dude is good. Man. Anthony Hill. Amazing linebacker for the University of Texas. Absolutely huge get to steal him from A&M. A Mary Flipmas, I think it was, or around that time, Flipmas type season. Or maybe he even didn't. See, this is how little I pay attention to recruiting. I don't want to be heartbroken. Sorry about it. It is what it is. But you want to follow your recruiting news, go follow Nino Sports, Nino's Corner, Texas Homer, all these other dudes that do a lot of recruiting updates. You're not going to get them from me. Not going to get them from me. No, maybe if there's like a Colin Simmons, maybe. But yeah, very rarely will you see me actually actively participate in recruiting. But Anthony Hill, this is a guy that I can't wait to see what we get from him the rest of the year. Like I said, with the havoc rate. I mean, really, at the end of the day, this defense is just causing havoc every single time. So that could just be par for the course. But the havoc is happening while Anthony Hill is on the field. And the dude can pass rush, the dude can cover, he can do it all. So All right, everybody. I hope you have a great day. And as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like the video and you want to see more content like this. Turn on the notification bell to see all the videos. I will be going live tonight, so you'll be able to get a notification bell for that one. And then also hit that link in the description for the Patreon and go get yourself some. And then tell me who you want to see in your next Every Snap video for the Texas Longhorns. All right, everybody. Hope you all have a great day. Hook!